It's news time. Information is power. The current. The news headline. Biafra. Why Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Uzor, is angry over my visit to IPOB leader Orji Kalu. The news in full. Senator Orji Kalu has responded to the claim by barrister Ifeanyi Uzor, the lawyer to Nnamdi Kalu, wherein the lawyer said that Kalu violated the law by visiting the secessionist leader in jail. Kalu also said that the Usor's anger may be out of the vexation that he was not around to listen to their conversation. It was reported that Uzor had issued a statement where he claimed that the lawmaker violated the court order by visiting his client in custody of the Department of State Services (DSS) in Abuja. Kalu, a former governor of Abia State and chief whip of the Senate, had on Monday visited Kalu, who is currently detained in the facility of the DSS. Kalu said he was very disappointed with the lawyer, adding that Uzor was very much informed that he was scheduled to visit Kanu, but claimed that Kalu, violated guidelines stipulated for visiting his clients. He said that the public has been misinformed about his visit to the IPOB leader in DSS custody. For the records, the Department of State Services (DSS) did not break any protocol during my visit, as I fulfilled all requirements expected of me before I saw Nnamdi Kanu. The DSS affirmed that I cannot see Nnamdi Kanu without the application of his lawyers, which I diligently did. Barrister Uzor, was not there as at 2 p.m., which was an agreed time for me to see Nnamdi Kanu, and I guess for this reason was why he was actually vexed, not being there side to side while I was conversing with Nnamdi Kanu. And this is the report by Orji Kalu, who happens to visit Nnamdi Kanu, of which his brothers had actually been firing him down for having a provocative statement, using it along line. Also, PDP leaders led by National Secretary Sam Anyanwu visit Orji Kalu. As a result, the chief whip of the Senate and senator representing Abia North on Thursday afternoon received newly elected officials of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), led by the National Secretary of the party, Senator Samuel Anyanwu, alongside other newly elected officials of the party at his Aso Villa, Abuja. Anyanwu, a former senator, and other newly elected officials of the PDP breezed into Kalu's Abuja home at precisely 12:28 p.m. Disembarking from his vehicle clad in navy blue native attire, the visibly National Secretary was welcomed by Kalu's associates and then led straight to his executive to meet Orji Kalu. In 2016, Senator Kalu formally joined the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). He contested and won the 2019 senatorial elections and led the APC to landslide victories for other legislative positions in the Abia North.
A counter-concentration. So, no approach in that respect is on table for consideration yet. So, we will cross the bridge when eventually we get to that. When perhaps a type of request is made, we will then consider it on why the Mambila power project was still being held down. Malami said the remaining obstacle to the project has been removed. He said the arbitration commenced against Nigeria by Sunrise Power Transmission Company of Nigeria Limited has been discontinued. Well, for the Sunrise, perhaps one good information or perhaps the hope for celebration that I wish to present for our consideration is the fact that Sunrise has indeed withdrawn its pending arbitral proceedings, in respect of which it was claiming against the interest of the federal government an amount in the region of around $1 billion. So, the information that calls for celebration is the fact that there is no pending impediment relating to Mambila project with the discontinuation of the Sunrise proceedings in Paris, the minister said. And this is the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, saying to the pressmen that actually interviewed him that the federal government is not outlooking the using political solution in solving the case at hand, as per the self-determination agitators who had been arrested for quite a while now. That is Sunday Adeyemo Igboho of the Yoruba Nation sect that had been agitating for the freedom of the Yoruba Nation, that is the breakaway from Nigeria. and also Nnamdi Kanu of the indigenous people of Biafra, which is also a secession group who wants to break away from Nigeria. And therefore, the Attorney General of the Federation says that in this regard, that they are not saying that they do not want to make use of political solutions to solve this issue, but for the government to take this into consideration, then a group or some group or anybody has to propose such to the federal government, and then they will look into it and see where they can actually come in after weighing the proposal. We know that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Kalu, had actually been accused of engaging in activities that can destabilize the country, where he was in charge, 7 fresh count charges against him, which borders on terrorism and treasonable felony. And his trial by Justice B. Ita Inyako had yet again been adjourned to January 19th, 2022, where Malami said that as far as security situation is concerned, the governance would not open their eyes and allow people, to do things that would break the country into two or breach the peace of the nation, saying that crime is a crime, and whenever there is a criminal undertone associated with particular conduct, the government needs to take steps to ensure that the people are operating in a way that is justifiable, and whatever is not, or whatever is breaching the peace of the land, those behind it has to be brought to book. The Attorney General of the Federation spoke in Abuja, saying that the issue of pardoning people was not even only spectacular to the Boko Haram members, but could be also extended to deserving cases. He said that is why he's telling the pressmen that there has to be an approach for the government to consider, so that it is not possible for him to tell anyone clearly or outrightly that reconciliation is being considered without anyone approaching them for one. So therefore, he says that they cannot operate a conciliatory approach in the blues, that it is never one-sided, that there has to be an approach and a counter concentration where they have to go through the approach and see the totality of it, and see if they can grant the request, and that is why the Mambila Power Project was being held down. Malami said that the remaining obstacle to the project has actually been removed. He said the arbitration commenced against Nigeria by Sunrise Power Transmission Company of Nigeria, that this particular arbitration that was against it has been discontinued. And well, for the Sunrise, perhaps one good information, or perhaps the hope for celebration that I wish to present for your consideration, is the fact that Sunrise has indeed withdrawn its pending arbitral proceedings, in respect of which it was claiming against the interest of the federal government an amount in the region of $1 billion. Thanks for listening.